Hey everybody, and welcome to the first episode of BitPlay's Risk of Rain. There it is, right there at the top. So I mentioned in my Bitpocalypse episode for this game that I might make a little mini-series out of it because I was having a lot of fun, and that's exactly what I'm going to do because I'm still having a lot of fun with this game. So since I made that video, I have unlocked quite a few more characters, and I've also beaten the game 4 more times. So I feel a little bit more confident in my abilities, but I still haven't beat it solo, actually. All of those times have been with my friend, so who knows how well I'm gonna do by myself, right? But let's the structure for this series, it's gonna be one character per episode, kind of like my Nuclear Throne series, but I'm pretty sure it's only gonna be about one run or one attempt per episode because I'm probably going to die around the 20-minute mark, which I think will be the perfect amount of time for, you know, a single video for YouTube. But the successful runs can actually get pretty long, like around 90 minutes. So we'll see how it goes, but expect kind of one life per episode. And for this first one, I'm going to play as the Miner here. He's actually kind of my new favorite character after unlocking him. He's a melee character, but he's got 2 dashes that make him invulnerable while he uses them. So let me read through his abilities real quick. His first one is Crush. You crush nearby enemies for 140% damage. Second one is Drill Charge. Charge up for 2 seconds. On release, dash through enemies for up to 600% damage. You cannot be hit while dashing. Back Blast. Blast backwards a small distance for 2,000 damage, stunning all enemies. You cannot be hit while dashing. And then also, To the Stars. Jump into the air, hitting enemies below for 3 times 180% damage total. Now, this character is really kind of high skill cap, in my opinion, because if you're using his abilities correctly, you kind of won't take damage, just because you can be invulnerable for such long amount of time, and they'll cool down quick enough for you to kind of constantly use them. Not quite, but almost, so there's a little bit of time where you have to dodge, but not as much as kind of every other character in the game. So we're going to jump in here, and this is his Crush ability. This is my forward dash that I have to charge up. This is my backwards dash, and this is To the Stars. So we're gonna go, instead of rushing the teleporter like I often like doing, I'm going to kind of grind out at least 2 levels here. And my reasoning for that is that I'm a melee character, so I have to be kind of in everyone's face all the time, and I want kind of like a cushion of levels before I do that. I'm also gonna buy this. This is Mysterious Vial, increases health regeneration. For the same reason, I have to be kind of in the fight all the time, and I want to be able to heal up rather quickly. So now we're level 2. We have 1 item. I think I'm just gonna try to find the teleporter as quickly as possible. I did say a couple levels, but I think one's enough. We'll we'll try to get to the next zone pretty fast. And for those of you that have not seen this game before, basically what it is a action platformer with roguelike elements that is split up into zones. So this is the first zone. You find the teleporter, you survive the little onslaught of enemies it puts towards you, and then you go through the teleporter to the second zone. The only gimmick is that in the upper right hand corner there, you could see 1 minute and 23 seconds has gone by, and the difficulty's on very easy. For every about 5 minutes that pass, the difficulty actually increases on you. So if you take your time and dilly-dally in each zone, you're gonna kind of end up screwing yourself over, because you're not gonna have enough items to deal with the kind of enemies you have to deal with once the difficulty level increases. So that's the type of game we're dealing with here. And I've played it for about a total of maybe 30 hours now, and I am not confident in my abilities at all to beat this game on a consistent basis. I can beat it. That has been proven. I have beaten it 5 times total, but every one of those times I've been with friends, and it's been kind of close. After a certain point, you kind of know whether or not you're going to win or not, because the standard enemies become more difficult than the last bosses. So if you could start beating those enemies, you're kind of set for the rest of the game. So here's the teleporter. We're going to activate it. Hopefully we get an easy boss. And it's Magma Worm. Not the best boss for a melee character, but we'll make do. Basically, Magma Worm kind of jumps up, does his fun little things, and then jumps back down. So I think if we time our immunity dashes correctly, we'll be able to deal damage to him while not taking much damage ourselves. But I'm still gonna try to kind of keep moving, I guess. And that absolutely missed him. So the dashes are actually incredibly hard to aim, for me at least. They might be easy to aim in reality, but I seem to have trouble with it. And you'll see me miss quite a few over the course of this video. And you'll also see me almost die right there. Jeez. I'm taking a lot more damage than I should be. And in level 1, I should have probably grinded at least one more level before starting this boss fight. But, you know, live and learn. We should be able to still be successful on it. I hope. Jeez. I have to use my immunity dashes. Okay. This is getting close and scary. Forgive me if I'm not commentating this as much as I should be, but I legitimately think I'm screwed right here. So I'm a little worried. Oh, man. This isn't good. I do believe... Okay, so Magma Worm's dead. That's a huge burden off our back, but we're still almost dead, and there's a bunch of enemies around us. So let's try to fix that slowly. We do have all these immunities that we can use. And we just picked up the Burning Witness from the Magma Worm, and what that does is every time we get a kill for, I think, 5 seconds, we leave this fiery trail behind us, and we run a little bit faster. So if we can use that in tandem with our immunity dashes, I think that'll be really good. But that's kind of the 1, 2, 3 combo you saw there. You dash in, you dash out, and then... Or, hold on. That's not it. You dash in, you do to the stars, and then you dash out. Here, I'll try to demonstrate that up here. So, dash in, to the stars, dash out. And that usually takes care of most of the enemies. Most of the riffraff. But, yeah, we pretty much completed this zone already. We have 12 enemies left to find and kind of clean up. And then we're set, and most of them are going to be over here. I think I did see a couple guys over there to the right, where we came from. But we'll deal with those guys in a bit. What I'm going to do is buy this 50 chest over here. And it's Tough Times. It decreases incoming damage by 14%. This is one of the best passive items, I think, in the game, just because it makes you live longer. 14% longer, in fact. And then we pick up Barbed Wire. It hurts enemies that we get near. As you can see there, those yellow damage numbers, that's actually our barbed wire. I'm actually not doing anything to do that damage. So barbed wire is, I think, essential on a character like the Miner, who's a melee character that has to get in there and deal damage, you know, because it just kind of also deals damage while I'm already in the range to deal damage, you know? Oh man, and we failed that shrine 3 times in a row. That's going to be all of our money. And for no payout, that's a little upsetting, but we've already gotten a decent stack of items on this floor, so it's not too bad, and we should get enough money from these last 3 guys to open that 25 chest up there. Indeed we did, so let's go do that, and then we'll move on to the next zone. Life savings, gain gold over time. That's really good at the beginning of the game, and then becomes absolutely useless by the end. So when the difficulty increases and it gets to like the crazy parts of the game that I haven't actually gotten to on camera yet, you pretty much kind of don't need gold anymore, because bosses are spawning so constantly that you get all of your items from the bosses that spawn, and you don't really spend gold on anything. Also, chests seem to kind of not appear as much, so you don't get as many opportunities to spend your gold, which is fine. You still get, you know, just as many items, I think, if not more, just because of the amount of hard enemies and bosses that are spawning. But especially if you have an item called the 56-leaf clover, which allows elite enemies, which are just kind of these normal enemies but with different effects that they spawn with, it allows them to actually drop items as well. So you don't have to just rely on bosses to drop them for you. And we're in the damp cavern. Okay, hold on. So there's the teleporter over there to the right, but I'm gonna go play this health shrine up top first, because health shrines actually explode after you start the teleporter, and they're a nice kind of way to get some free items. 112 HP. Oh, that was actually really worth it. Those are 2 regen items that I got out of that, so we can actually just kind of wait for this sprouting egg to do its business. So the items I got there were sprouting egg right here, that rapidly heals outside of combat, and then monster tooth, which you heal after you get kills. So those are two kind of essential items, I think, for us to be successful on this run. And that's kind of what I'm gonna need a lot of on this run, is healing items. Simply because I have to get in to deal my damage, and I'm probably going to be taking a lot of damage for that. Now, I mentioned when I was picking this hero that he's probably designed so that you don't take much damage at all, and there's actually an achievement for him that you get to level 10 only getting hit once. And so, obviously, that's designed around his 2 immunity dodge rolls, right? But it's just so... It seems so hard to do. I can't even imagine not getting hit more than once before level 10. I mean, as you can see, I'm level 8 right now, and I've been hit. I've almost died like 7 times. I'm actually constantly taking damage right now because of these damn poison mushroom guys. So, you know, that seems really hard, and it's kind of a good thing for me, I think, knowing that I'm kind of terrible with this hero, but I'm still able to get far, because that means I have a long way to go, and that means I can kind of play as him for a long time and still improve. I won't hit the skill cap very fast, if ever, to be honest. He seems maybe out of my league as far as skill caps go, but we'll give it our best shot, you know. He's definitely the character I've enjoyed playing the most so far, and I am taking a considerable amount of damage right here because I mean, the boss seems to be glitched into that jump pad, which is great for us, but I'll have to deal with that after I deal with these enemies. So let's go try to kill him now. I think I could just sit here and do my normal attack and he'll die. So this is a little cheesy, but, you know, if it's gonna give us this freebie win, I might as well take it, right? There we go, and we get Prison Shackles, slow enemies on attack. That's not exactly useful. I think that's useful on the Huntress, or characters that can kind of kite the enemies around, but if I'm just gonna be right there in front of them anyway, there's really no reason for them to be slower, in my opinion. I don't know. I'm hoping I get an item that decreases my cooldowns, because my dash abilities have incredibly long cooldowns. This one's actually 8 seconds, and that's a long time to go without being invulnerable. I think that's one of the main reasons I'm not really using it efficiently enough, is because of the cooldown. I'm not used to how long the cooldown is. I keep trying to dash when I can't, and I just end up running into all the enemies and taking a lot of damage. So before I go kill those remaining 8 enemies up there, I'm gonna kind of look for more items, because I don't think I have enough right now. We are on the medium difficulty already. It's been 10 minutes so far, and I'm not really in a good spot for items. I have, you know, a decent amount. Burning Witness, I think, is maybe not the best item we have, but the rarest, and it's not very good. I'm hoping to get, you know, maybe a Happy Mask to help me deal with the onslaughts of enemies I'm going to be fighting later. Hoping to get all your crits heal you, because I have the Lensmaker's glasses, and that means my chance to crit is increased, or maybe it just gives me a chance to crit. I don't know if you have one by default, but I think you do. Here's another Tough Times. That's a great item to pick up. Reduces incoming damage by 14%. Do remember that all of these items in this game do stack, so if you get 2 of the same items, they stack with each other, and that actually ends up being, in my opinion, better than getting actually different items. There's another sprouting egg as well, so as long as I stay out of combat, I should heal pretty quickly. I also need a use item. I notice I don't have a use item yet. That's pretty bad. Hopefully I can find kind of a meteor shower or a shadow clone somewhere along the way. Really, any use item at this point would be better than not having one. I can't jump up that yet. Need some rusty jetpacks as well. So there's a lot of items I'm looking out for. And we've made it back to the enemies, it would seem. We didn't find too many items. I did see a chest up to my right that I'm gonna pick up after I kill these couples of enemies. And we'll go pick up that chest now. So far, I think I'm doing pretty good. There was that moment in the first zone that I almost died, but ever since then, I think we've been in a pretty commanding commanding position. So we got a third tough times. That's gonna be actually pretty huge. I am going to not take nearly as much damage now, and that means I'm gonna be able to kind of sit there and tank, for lack of a better term, for a lot longer. I'm liking our position. I'm definitely liking our position. I'm glad I took the time to look around for items. I do realize the difficulty is going to increase now, but I think with these tough times that I'll be able to handle kind of really any enemy that gets thrown at me for a while now. Oh, that's not good. Oh man. So I am terrible at platforming, but luckily there's not that much platforming in this game. I am using my PS3 controller to make it a little bit easier, because if I was using my keyboard and mouse, I would not be able to platform for the life of me. But even with a PS3 controller, I am not a platforming type of person. Even though I really do like precision platforming games. I don't know what's wrong with me. You don't have to be good at a game to enjoy it. Remember that, kids. That's that's the best piece of advice I can give you, I guess. So those are the enemies. We're gonna head back over to the teleporter. We do have a lot of gold left over, but you know, there's nothing we can do about that. We looked around the whole level. There was a drone or two that I missed, but I don't really like drones. So we do lose all of our gold on by using the teleporter. Remember that. So I am not going to be able to keep any of that 450 gold, and I have to start fresh on this area. So okay, so this area actually has a character that I haven't unlocked yet. So I'm gonna go try to do that right now. See if he's over here, because that'll save me having to do that in the future. There he is. He's in this box over here. I'm told I just walk over and interact with it. And there he is. I didn't know you had to fight him. That might be bad for us. Actually, seems pretty easy. I think this is the tough times doing its work. I'm not really taking that much damage from him. Okay, maybe I am taking damage from him. Let's get out of here. Maybe kite him this way. He seems to have kind of the same ability as that ghost, where he just shoots in a line in front of him. And it does a lot of damage, so hopefully the sprouting egg heals us up enough so we can kind of turn around and hit him. There we go. Give him a good old stun. And then let's just tank him. Let's not just tank him. Oh, he poisoned me. He's a poison guy. Oh man, I need to climb. I need to climb. Okay, so maybe summoning Acrid, the test subject, wasn't a smart idea. We do kind of not have very many damaging items. We have a lot of tanking items, and I think that's the sole reason we didn't die there, but our damage is pretty poor right now. Hopefully we find a couple things to fix that. Okay, that shell guy can slow me, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Let's oh, there's two of them now. This might be the end. This might be the end. I'm having to use my dodge, or not my dodge, my dash ability to dodge his attacks instead of... Okay, this is a lot of bad enemies here. Let's get out of here. Hopefully I'm able to get out of here. Come on. Come on. God, no. Can he follow me down here? Can I just get the test subject to follow me down here? No. Okay, I need to go up and kill him. That's all there is to it. Okay, so that was really good. We did a lot of damage to him. I'm gonna run for my life now. Gonna charge up and hopefully kill him. There we go. Free the chained creature. Character unlocked. That's good. And that also gave us Burning Witness, which kind of increased our movement speed for a bit, and we're gonna just run away from all these other enemies and find the teleporter. So yeah, next video, Acrid. I'll probably make him my next video just because I've never played him before, and I think that'll be kind of a fun experience to learn while I'm recording. I don't know, but yeah, that was like some Mission Impossible 6 bullshit right there. Tom Cruise doesn't know what danger is until he's seen that. Jeez. Ah, and there's the teleporter. Okay, so I'm gonna activate the teleporter, then I'm gonna go play that shrine at least once. And we got a Colossus as the boss. That's good news for us. since the Colossus is probably the easiest boss in the game. And we got an infusion. Killing an enemy permanently increases your health. This is one of the best items in the game, hands down. And the earlier you get it, the better it is, because obviously the more enemies you'll have the chance to kill before the final boss. So basically, you know, it does exactly what it said it did. Every time we kill an enemy, it increases our health by 1 permanently. And, you know, I don't even have to tell you why that's so amazing, but I will anyway. It's amazing because our health essentially, it's uncapped now. The more enemies we kill, just the more max HP we get. And towards the end, I can get up to, like, I don't know, 4k HP if I've killed a lot of enemies. So, there's actually 2 Colossuses here, and they both stomped me at the same time, and I'm almost dead. I'm also getting a lot of frame drops here for, whatever reason. I guess it's because there's a lot of enemies on the screen. I don't know, my computer's not that good. It's, 3 years old now since I built it, so, you know. I mean, this game doesn't look like it's very taxing, but maybe with so many assets on the screen, I guess it is. But let's go up and try to fight those Colossuses, I guess. Or, I actually don't know what to do right now. There's just so many enemies. I'm gonna have to kill all of them eventually, but these missiles are going to be a problem. So let's try to take these guys down. We'll just be using our 1, 2, 3 combo. Oh god, we're taking a lot of damage though. Let's try to kill these guys so Monster Tooth activates and heals us a bit. I don't know if we'll be able to though. Oh, it was close, but we did it. Or we didn't do it yet. We almost did it. Come on. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, so those guys are dead. 42 enemies remaining, including both Colossuses, I guess. I think they're both still. Yeah, they're both still there. They're just right on top of each other. That's pretty funny. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in, then I was supposed to go out there, but I was facing the wrong direction. Okay, so that guy's on fire. Don't want to step in that. We'll stun him, then we'll dash in, then we'll use 2 of the stars, then we'll go off this. And there's a lot of guys chasing us. That's okay though. If we can get them all. Okay, that was a bit of lag, which is weird since this is a single player game. This is not terrible. We're kind of kiting them back and forth, which is not really the playstyle I want to use as Miner. I kind of want to just tank, you know, but you do what you gotta do to survive, right? And we're dead. So we didn't survive. That's pretty terrible. But, you know, we unlocked Acrid, so I guess that's kind of a successful run, in my opinion. I really want to try again, but this video is already 20 minutes long, and I feel like if I try again, it's going to be, you know, like 40 or 60 minutes long. So I guess we'll end it there. I'm pretty disappointed for the first episode of my Let's Play Risk of Rain series ending on such a sour note, but I mean, we did unlock that character, so that's good news, right? Other than that, I guess maybe next time I can go for the achievement for Miner, you know, reach level 10 without getting hurt more than once. I don't think that's gonna happen, but you know, maybe I'll make some achievement videos for this game. Who knows? But let's stick with Let's Plays for now. In any case, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to give me a like on the video. If you enjoy this type of content, feel free to subscribe to my channel to see more like it. And if you didn't, don't do either of those things. That's fine too. And thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.